Let's start with sitting. Let's ground. Let's get ourselves connected to the earth. Get some lovely stability and strength drawing up from a nice solid base. So your Muladhara chakra, your base chakra, is your connection to the earth. It's what tethers you. It's what keeps you grounded, keeps you steady, keeps you strong, good, strong foundations to build all the rest up from. So close your eyes and let's just give ourselves a little moment to put everything else aside. So do that however works for you as you take some nice steady in and out breaths through your nostrils. Maybe it's you need to package up some particular things and put them outside the door. Maybe you need to push some things away to the outside edges of the room or outside the room. Maybe your way of focusing on yourself is simply to do that. Focus on yourself. Focus on how you're feeling, the different sensations in your body. Noticing your breath. Noticing where you might be holding on to some muscles. And where you can let go. So as you sit, starting to build up from that lovely strong foundation, lifting through the lower back and into the sides of the body. Engaging the belly just very gently, just that those muscles are there, not squeezing too hard. And then moving up the spine into the mid-back, the bottom of the ribs. Making sure that your ribs are not curling under. Lift your rib cage, lift the sternum, widen your shoulders, lengthen so that you get that little bit more space under the arms, shoulders raising up a little higher, but from lifting the crown of the head, not from lifting the shoulders. Relax those shoulder blades. Nice long neck. Feel that you have space between your ears and your clavicles, your shoulder bones, the top of your back. And lift your chin slightly. Just a gentle lift to bring everything into alignment. And now focus goes to the top of the head, crown of the head. And imagine as you breathe in and as you breathe out, there's a beam of light just shining down on you. Easier to do on these lovely sunny days like today. And with each in-breath, taking that light right down through your whole body. Flowing down. Just imagining yourself filling up with light. And as you breathe out, allowing that light to shine out from every side, back, front, sides. Inhaling through your nostrils. And exhaling through your mouth or your nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Carry on at your own pace. For 3 breaths, try to relax the muscles in your pelvis, in your thighs, in your legs, in your arms. Just feeling that lifting sensation coming from the crown of your head. And as you practice today, try to notice where other thoughts are coming in and just gently brush them aside. You can re-engage with everything that you need to in the world after your practice, but this time is for you to rebalance, reset, revive, recharge, all those other words. Keeping that nice steady breath coming and going, keeping your focus on yourself, and see if you have something that you wish to work on today as your sankalpa, your intention for your practice. This can be a very simple thing, just one word. Give yourself another focus in your practice. When your mind starts to wander elsewhere, bring your attention back to your sankalpa, to your breath. And on your next exhale, bringing your chin to your chest, whenever that is. And holding on to your knees with your hands, coming into a slight lean back. So where chin tucked tightly into chest, straighten your arms, allow yourself to lean back, holding on tightly to your knees. Relax your shoulders. So we've got a little bit of a lean. Just changing the pressure on the sit bones. Coming now to the back of the buttocks a little more. Chin tucked tightly in. And then we come back up. Keeping the chin tucked, come back to center. You notice that stretch down the sides of your neck into your back. And then we're just drawing an arc with the chin, and we're coming all the way up. Bring your chin up. Let's stretch out the front of the throat and neck. Bring your chin all the way up as far as it will go. Relax your shoulders. No need for the shoulders to get involved right now. It's just all in the neck and the spine and the core. Lifting your chin up to the ceiling. If you want an extra stretch, you know what to do. Send your chin out. Jut your lower jaw out. And lift. Get that stretch in the front of your throat. And release. Come back to center. And we're going with right ear to right shoulder. So a nice dip to the side. Again, not allowing the shoulders to join in, or rather reminding them to relax. So right ear to right shoulder. And then back to center, left ear to left shoulder. Back to center, and we're taking chin over to the right shoulder. So we're giving the neck the full treatment today, all the moves. Just noticing how you're feeling in your neck. One of the areas that can really start to get a little stiff when there's a lot going on in life. And let's face it, when isn't there a lot going on in life? And let's release, take chin over to the left side. We run. And it becomes such a habit. And if running is good, it's good to be energetic, it's good to have lots going on in your life. But when it starts to interfere with the fundamentals of sleep, movement, nutrition, and that's nutrition of all the things that we need. Light and warmth and love, not just food. Then we're running too fast. Bring your chin back to center. Let's take the legs out in front, coming into a lovely Dandasana. So a nice big stretch. Send that left heel away. Bring the left toes back towards your face. And then the same with the right leg. Stretching that right leg away. And toes back towards your face. So a nice big stretch along the underside of your legs. And then let's come up tall, dropping those sit bones down into the ground again. Just feeling the sit bones on the floor, shoulders wide. And we're going to walk the hands forward. So just step by step, walking forward. Keep that length in your spine. Keep the crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling or up towards the corner of the room. Just a gentle walk forward. Exhaling as you fold. So we're going to do this lovely bellows breath, movement and breath together. So as we breathe in, we're coming up. As we breathe out, we're folding forward. Now don't expect or demand or want. Just go with what is and see if you can be full of acceptance for what your body will do or not do today. So bellows in to come up, filling up, really full breath, and exhale to fold. One more. Now hold on this forward bend. Continue to breathe in and out in a relaxed and easy way. As we do this gentle whole posterior chain stretch from your Achilles to the back of your head. Dropping your head down now, bringing that stretch to every little part of your posterior chain of muscles. And then we're going to come all the way back up again. So nice and steady, back up. Bringing your feet in, let's come into Baddha Konasana. A nice, easy, gentle opening of the hips to get us started here. Who's been doing their Baddha Konasanas this week? Everybody, I hope. So feet pulling in, knees out to the side. And then long in the spine here. So nice, long, lifted, crown of the head up. Just allowing everything to settle, to give. Release any tension in your hips, in your pelvis, in your knees if you can. And then we're going to be coming up from here to standing. So come up any way that works for you. If you want to come via a squat, that is what I'm going to do. So in our squat here, just to focus on the floor in front, just your drishti point or your gaze point. It's very low. So looking down in your squat, really containing yourself, bringing yourself into small, contained, and hopefully steady. That's something that we sometimes need to work on in squat to stay steady and still, keeping the gaze low, keeping your attention on yourself. And we're going to be moving up into a lovely forward fold. So let's keep the torso and thighs connected as we come into that uncurl. So we're going to lift the bum up, bring the head down, and uncurl from a squat. So our first inversion for today, let's get that length in the spine. Really feel that your head is heavy. Your head is helping to stretch and gently pull, lengthening through the neck, upper back. Are you holding on to any tension in your shoulders? Can you let go if you are? It's a lovely forward fold. And then we straighten a little more, taking the legs straighter and allowing everything to just be where it needs to be. Not pushing, not forcing anything, just keeping the head and neck relaxed, the shoulders relaxed, and remembering to breathe in and out, slow and steady. From here, we're uncurling. So we're going to go really slowly in this uncurl. Gently letting your head and arms just be completely at ease. Slowly uncurling, using those strong muscles in your thighs, glutes, and core. To peel yourself up and away, and then we take a big inhale at the top point, raising the arms and looking up. So big inhale, looking up. As you exhale, a little bit of a back bend. Come back to center with the inhale and back bend with the exhale. Back to center with an inhale, last one. And exhale to back bend. Back to center with the inhale. And bring your arms back down to your sides. Take yourself into Prasarita Padmasana. Let's open the hips up a little as well here. Oh, I chopped my head off. There we go. Let's just slide from side to side. So we're going to take the right hip up and then the left hip up. So we're just doing a gentle slide, side to side. Noticing where you feel that. One more each side, dipping a little deeper now. And back to center. So we're coming into our Prasarita Padmasana. We're going to keep hands on hips and fold in half, sending your sit bones out behind you. Crown of your head reaching forward, long in your spine. Think about lengthening there from the crown of your head to your sit bones. A nice easy half. Lift your kneecaps, bit of a bend in the knees. And sending the crown of your head forward. Before coming all the way down, bringing the crown of your head towards the ground. And again, letting your head and neck be completely at rest here. Taking your right hand now to your left foot. We're going to open up into a side twist. So left arm swoops up. Oh, that's just going to go beep, beep, beep for ages. I might turn that off. So left arm swooping up. Right arm helping you fold. Try not to move your hips to the side. Let's keep them steady if you can. And then if your neck will allow you, looking up to that extended left hand. Still keeping a bend in your knees, lifting the kneecaps. When using your right hand on your foot, on your calf, on your knee, wherever it is, to gently help you move around a little further. And then let's go all the way over to the other side, staying nice and low, left hand to left foot, right hand reaching up. Reaching up towards the sky, left hand helping you gently draw yourself round in this lovely twist. reaching up, and then coming back round to center. So bring yourself into downward facing dog. We're going to take hands to the mat, feet are on the mat, sit bones up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are wide, give yourself some space, fingertips pressing down into the mat just as much as the heels of your hands are, and your heels of your feet and the toes also all trying to get down to the floor. Now that sometimes is not very easy. Bend your knees if you need to. Just keeping on moving towards that ideal of flat feet on the floor. Good to have goals. It's good to have goals. It's not good to get too tied up in being stressed about them. So sit bones moving up towards the ceiling. Back is long. Pushing the floor away with your hands sometimes gives you a little bit of extra space. So it's a compromise. If you push too far, too much, you start to bring your shoulders in towards your head. So you know where you need to make your adjustments. Bringing your belly gently towards your spine, allowing your head and neck to be completely at rest here. I usually like to close my eyes in down dog and feel where I am in my body. It's a lovely steady posture. And from here we go into another nice steady posture. We're going to move into plank. So looking forward first, pivoting, sending the heels back, adjusting the hands. I have mine a little wide there, bringing them in so they're underneath the shoulders. And then getting that nice straight line. Think about whether you are sending your bottom up into the air. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs, that can help. And then let's just push back into the heels. Pushing back and then pushing forward. So pivoting forward, a little bit of pressure on the wrists there, go forward as far as works for you, and then back. We're going to marry this to the breath. Going to inhale, come forward, exhale to go backwards. We're only going to do 3. That was 1, 2, and 3. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. So we go knees, bend the elbows, bring your chest down, and chin, and then straightening up. Give yourself some space. Reach out. Let's stretch out as far as we can. Creeping the fingers forward, sending the toes back. Make yourself as long as you possibly can. Taking up as much space as possible. Feel that stretch coming from your shoulder blades, from your knees, from everywhere in your body as you lengthen. And then we're coming into Shalabhasana. So ease off on that stretch. Bring your arms back if you need to. Pressing down into the floor, lifting yourself up a little. Put your ribs down on the mat. So we're going to lengthen through the belly. We're lifting to lengthen. Get as much of your belly flat to the floor as you can. So lifting the ribs off gives us a little bit of help in our next asana, in Shalabhasana. So we're coming into locust. Reaching the hands forward and bringing them off the mat. Same with the legs. They're coming off too. There we go. Notice the muscles in your back. How do they feel? Do you feel like they're all squeezing and working really hard? That's what we want. Lift a little higher if you've got that space there. And breathe and hold. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the muscles in your back, lifting your head just a little. And then we're going to come back into Makara. So straight from Shalabhasana into Makara. One forearm stacked on top of the other. And a lovely pillow for your forehead. And breathe. I think Shalabhasana must be one of the asanas where we hold our breath most, or we're most likely to hold our breath. So this is an opportunity to have a lovely bit of extra attention on the breath. Before we come back to Shalabhasana. So we're going to alternate here. We're going to take the arms out, so adjust yourself if you need to, lifting up, making sure that those lower ribs are on the mat. And then we're going to bring up the right hand and the left leg. So we're going to be alternating. So right hand comes up, left leg. Try not to push into the left hand. It's on the floor, but keep it completely neutral. And the same with your right leg. It's going to be wanting to push down into the mat to help you. Try to keep it relaxed and neutral. And then bringing the right hand and left leg down. And let's switch to the other side. So left arm, right leg. And again, trying to keep the right arm on the floor and the left leg on the floor, completely neutral. Do all the work in the right glute and the left shoulder, left side. And then let's come back down and alternate again. So we're up, right arm, left leg. Releasing any help coming from the other side. And squeeze, can you lift a little higher? Now all the way back down. And one more time on the other side. So left arm, right leg. Use the right glute. And then all the way back down. And Makara, opposite arm on top. Allow your feet to drop out to the sides. Settle into the floor, into the mat. Release, let go, feel completely relaxed here. Enjoy this little bit of rest as we are going to be coming into Vashisthasana, which some of you love, some of you might not love. So tucking the toes under, bringing your hands either side of your chest. Let's push up into downward dog to start. So we're coming, peeling up, pushing back, walking the feet forward, coming into that lovely downward facing dog, and allowing the neck and head to be completely relaxed. Close your eyes, feel that lovely flow into the head, neck, skull, crown of your head, tilting your sit bones up towards the ceiling, heels moving down towards your mat. Shoulders are wide. Give your belly a big pull in towards the spine. On your next out breath. One more. As you inhale, fill up fully. As you exhale, come to the complete empty state, and then pull your belly button up in towards your spine. And we're going to look forward to hands now. Release and relax. Go easy with your breath. Breathing in a nice, calm, easy way. So we're coming into plank. Squeeze the glutes. And then we're coming into side plank or one arm plank. If being up on a long arm is inconvenient or not right for you today, come down to a low arm. Otherwise, we're coming over to the right side on the floor, left side lifting. And remember, keeping a nice wide base gives you more stability there. Stacking requires a little bit more balance. Trying not to lift your hips too high, keeping the body in a straight line. A lot of pressure onto the right side here, the right shoulder. So lift your left arm away and push the floor away with your right hand. Be strong, keep everything engaged and dynamic, not just collapsing into that joint. And we're going to switch to come over to the other side now. There we go, over to the left, right arm lifts up. Breathing nice and deep, right down into your belly. Again, lifting with your left hand, pushing the right into the floor, pushing the floor away, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your thighs. Gentle engagement in the belly. Lifting, strong. And then we're going to come back into our plank. Tuck the knees. Push back into Balasana, keeping the arms out in front of you. Reaching your fingertips forward. Bringing your hips to your heels. And bringing your forearms to the mat. So hands are reaching forward, forearms are down to the mat. Neck is long, head is relaxed. And breathe. Not so easy to take lovely deep breaths here with all this constriction. So we breathe into the sides of the body, into the back, into the top of your back. Well done. Just allowing the shoulders to settle, and now bringing the hands either side, so bringing your hands down towards your feet. And letting your shoulders settle in ease. You're going to come up to sitting, bring yourself all the way up. We're in a nice kneel. So kneeling or changing to cross-legged pose if kneeling isn't right for you for today. And we're going to come into a simple twist. So we're taking the left arm, tucking it around behind, bringing the fingertips as far around as you can. And then we're going to take the right arm all the way around. Just a very simple twist. Opening the left shoulder out. It's going to feel a little strange. Keeping the crown of your head up towards the sky. And then release. Release that left arm. Bring the right arm behind. Tucking it in just behind. And then we're bringing the left arm round. A very simple little twist. And release. Coming back round. Stay kneeling, stay in easy cross-leg pose, or if you want to, sliding over to the left, bringing the right leg around, tucking it just over the left knee, making sure that you're not sitting on this left foot. Both sit bones are on the mat and your spine is straight. So just check, give yourself a bit of a wiggle from side to side. Try and make sure that your spine is long. So we've got that length before we start coming into a little bit of a twist here. So we're going to twist into the open side. Take your right hand, place it on the inner edge of your right leg, or use your hand anywhere to help yourself twist around. Left arm opens up, And when you get as far as you think you're going to get to, taking your left hand down towards the mat, taking your fingertips to the floor to give yourself a little bit more movement around, keeping that right leg nice and strong. Whichever side you've got your foot, maybe you tucked it round, maybe you've got it on the other side of your left knee, it doesn't matter, just using your leg to help you twist around and remembering the head and neck and your eyes. So looking around, wide-eyed, looking around as far to the left as you possibly can. And relax, release, coming back to center. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So we're just going to swap around. Right foot comes in, left foot just over, just settling into that for a moment. It's quite strong on hips and thighs. And then up tall, crown of the head lifting up, sit bones both on the floor, hopefully. And then bringing the left arm on the inside edge. Right arm comes out in a nice big open swoop. Shoulders open, shoulders wide, and eyes wide too. Bringing that gaze all the way around to the right. Slow, steady, even breaths if you can. Bringing your focus back to your breath. Noticing all the areas that feel a little tight and awkward. And knowing that every asana, every movement is helping. All the different bits that make you. And release, eyes, head, neck, coming back to center, and release the legs as well, which will hopefully feel quite nice. Take your legs out wide and give them a bit of a shake. So long in the legs, creep the heels away from you. Try and get your feet up so that your toes are up towards the ceiling and the whole of the back of the leg is on the mat. So we're pushing the knees down here, locking the legs, and then a gentle walk forward. Very slowly, almost millimeters at a time, noticing where you feel that in your legs, in your hips, in your lower back. And then releasing the knees, letting go of the kneecaps. Close your eyes if you need to, if you're feeling distracted. Bring yourself back to your sankalpa or your intention for your practice for this morning. Gentle lean forward. And then coming back up to center, we're going to slide down the right leg with the right hand. Left arm comes up and over. So a lovely stretch. Opening up into the left side of the body. Try to keep that left sit bone on the mat, not floating or flying. And right arm is on right leg. If you feel you've got a bit more movement there, you can bring it to the floor on the inside edge. Just make sure that that left sit bone stays on the floor. Lots of work into the sides of the body today as well, into the tops of the hips and into the shoulders. So very torso-y today. And then coming back up to center, so lifting to come up and out, nice and slow, noticing everything settling back, easing off the stretch, and then we're sliding over to the opposite side. So left hand down the left leg, finding that place where you feel there's no more movement to be had, and then lifting up that right arm, nice big stretch. And again, making sure that your right sit bone is anchored firmly, nice steady base. Legs are both roughly flat to the floor, but without pressing into the knees. And again, if you feel you have some more space, you can bring that left arm on the inside edge onto the floor. Lifting up, looking forward or looking up towards your extended right arm, whatever works for you. Remembering to breathe nice and steady, inhaling through your nostrils, exhaling through your mouth. And then we're going to be lifting to come out. And this time we're taking both arms down the legs. So we're in the middle here. Give yourself a wiggle and a shake if you need to. Rolling the shoulders round. And then we're sliding both hands down the leg. So right hand, right leg, left hand, left leg. Looking forward, looking at the floor in front of you. Keeping your neck long. Allowing your feet to relax, your ankles to relax. Letting go of any tension in the legs. And allowing your pelvis to be broad and soft and completely relaxed as much as is possible, with those muscles here and there having a bit of an extra stretch, more than normal. And then we're coming all the way back up, the legs walking up, nice and slow, coming back to legs together, Paschimottanasana. So Paschimottanasana is a very important posture. And we're going to come into Paschimottanasana, but it's another forward bend, and we've done a few forward bends. So we're going to come into Matsyasana first, which will give us a little bit of a back bend opportunity. So with Matsyasana, we're going to be lying down, and you can either have straight legs or you can have cross legs. So it's up to you. Do what you feel, and you can come out after trying one and try the other if you like. So we're going to lie back down, but we're only going to go down to elbows. So taking yourself down to the floor, leaning on your elbows, looking at your toes. Just settling here for a moment. And we're going to take the crown of the head, or as near as possible to the crown of the head, to the floor. So let your head drop back. And then we need to use some strength here in the core, Keeping your chest lifted, sliding your elbows as far towards your hips as you need, keeping your hands just gently tucked into your hips, bringing the top of your head to the floor. We've still got our weight held in our elbows here. Really curl under. We've done a lot of opening up of the neck and throat. Don't put too much pressure on the top of your head if it doesn't feel safe, if it doesn't feel comfortable. Legs are extended out. And I find it helpful to just tuck my fingertips underneath the tops of my thighs. Just stops my elbows from sliding around. So you need to be engaging the muscles in your core here, in your lower back, in your belly, in your chest. It's not all just resting on the head. All that work is being done in your spine, in your core. And ultimately, we want to be lifting the arms away and maybe bringing them up and overhead. You need to feel confident to be able to do this without feeling like you're collapsing into the top of your head. Send your belly up and forward. If it's not right for you, stay tucked in with your elbows on the floor. A really lovely back bend posture. And again, great for the thyroid, great for our hormone balancing that we so need at every age. And bringing your hands up if you have got them untucked. Bringing your elbows and your forearms back to the floor. Tucking your hands just under your hips. Pushing into your elbows. And maybe bit by bit, coming down to resting flat on the floor. Allow all those muscles, bones to just settle and relax before we come up to sitting again into our Paschimottanasana. In fact, I think we won't go into Paschimottanasana that way. We'll come into it this way. So change of plan. Bringing your feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips up and roll down to lengthen through your lower back. Take your feet up to the ceiling, up to the floor, down to the floor, up to the ceiling. So feet flat, toes down towards your face. So we are in Paschimottanasana posture. And we're going to bring the legs over rather than moving the torso. So bringing your feet back, drawing your hips around so that you're lifting your sit bones slightly. And as in Paschimottanasana, we are breathing out as we breathe. Bring the feet overhead and breathing in as we come back to neutral. So there's movement here with every breath. I don't think I've explained that very well, but hopefully you've figured it out. We're still stretching the same muscles. We're just putting the pressure in different areas. And release. Bringing yourself into a nice hug. Bringing your knees in, rocking them from side to side. And let's come into a little bit of happy baby to finish before we come into our last twist. Where did this class go? Holding on to the outer edge of each foot. So left arm, left foot, right arm, right foot. or a yoga hold if you feel like hanging onto your toes, and have a play. So gently moving around, feeling where you may have stretched, where you opened up, where you have woken up in the hips, in the shoulders, in the core. Just having a nice play with your legs and feet in Happy Baby. This is a really good one for knees as well because it's quite gentle. There's no weight bearing. A little bit of an explore as to what feels good and a little bit of a stretch. So bringing your feet together now, soles of your feet flat, facing each other, pulling your feet in. So we're kind of in an upside down Bandha Konasana. And then let's lengthen those lovely legs, long legs up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to be taking them down to the floor, one little move at a time. Try and keep your lower back engaged. All the way down to the ground. Lovely. Feet flat to the floor, knees up towards the ceiling. Just pushing down into the floor, rolling the back off, hips up towards the ceiling, a little mini bridge, and then rolling down, taking the spine down to the floor, long in your lower back, bringing your knees over to one side, bring them up into your chest first if you wish, taking your arms out nice and wide as well. Head over to the other side. Start to notice the breath and control, lengthen each breath, extended in breath, extended out breath. Noticing the quality of that air as it comes in and how it's changed as it leaves the body, bringing your head back to center now, bringing your knees back over and over to the other side. Final twist. I did a few different twists today, aimed at reaching different parts of the torso. Remembering that nice steady breath, but also your sankalpa, your intention for your practice for today, for yourself. And then coming back to center with the head, back to center with the knees. Give yourself a hug, nice big squeeze, pulling the knees firmly into the chest, bringing your forehead up to touch your knees, curling into a little ball, and then relax your shoulders, relax your neck, bringing yourself into Shavasana. So bringing yourself into your Shavasana, closing your eyes if they're not already closed, making your spine long, making your legs long, making your arms long, stretching out, taking up as much room as you possibly can. Feeling the floor, the mat, the surface below you, supporting you. Feeling completely supported, completely at ease. Allowing your breath to come and go easily, but making each breath full and slow. Taking your attention to your feet and allowing your feet to feel completely at ease. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax your lower arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your upper arms. Relax your back. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. And relax your mouth. Relax your nose. Relax your cheeks. Relax your ears. Relax your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax the whole of your scalp. Feel each breath going to every single cell, to every part of you. And with every out breath, feeling a deep sense of calm and peace. With every in-breath, filling up with light and warmth and love and kindness. With every out-breath, releasing, letting go. Breathing easily and comfortably. Starting to notice your surroundings. Feeling the fingers and toes. And keeping that space and that calm. Keeping your eyes closed, gently coming to rest on your right side. Noticing your breath. Coming and going. Easily, freely, smoothly, and gently. Keeping that space and that calm. Slowly bringing yourself up to sitting. Bringing your hands to heart center. And lengthening through the back of your neck, bringing your forehead down towards your fingertips. One last lovely stretch in the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently opening your eyes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently lifting your head, coming back to center. And namaste. Thank you for your lovely energy and your presence. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining you.